The Houston Texans will soon be placed on the clock.
Good afternoon to football fans here and around the nation, and welcome to Radio City Music Hall here in New York City and to the 2006 National Football League College Draft. With the first selection in the 2006 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Reggie Bush, running back, USC.
Rich, very interesting pick for a couple of reasons.
You're talking about a kid 5'11", 200, 205 pounds. Say, well, he's small, he can't carry the ball that much weight. Clinton Portis, there were questions about. That's why he went in the second round. Look at the career he's having. Reggie Bush, I've said all along, compared to Dale Sayers or a Marshall Faulk, but more explosive than Faulk, and a guy who can be dynamic in the punt return game. Look at the speed, the way he just runs away from people so easily, so athletically with the football in his hands. You see the cutback ability, the feet, the change of direction, the shiftiness, explosive qualities every time he touches the football. This is against Fresno State, completely reversed his field, and that Fresno State team has a few athletes on that defense. Here again, you talk about elusiveness, making people miss in the hole and then exploding. Granted, he had an excellent offensive line to run behind. He certainly had Matt Leinart, Dwayne Jarrett, Dominic Byrd, great talent on that offense, but to do in the open field what he does tells you what he can be as a punt returner and creatively utilized in the passing game. I said, if he was number 85, it'd be a first-round pick. You see the hands, the ability to focus on the football in traffic, hand-eye coordination here against Washington State, the punt return game. Again, the feet, the vision with the ball in his hands, and the way he can change the complexion of a game, affect field position so much. I think that is why he was special. I said, hey, if he was just a running back that had mediocre hands and didn't return punts, it would probably be a first-round pick. But not.
And just like that, we've stumbled into a different dimension within the sports multiverse. Here, the Houston Texans drafted Reggie Bush first overall. Going to take a good look at the roster here, see all the pieces that are around Reggie Bush, David Carr, Andre Johnson, and the Houston Texans in 2006. Not expected to be blown away here. They did make a few signings. However, Anthony Weaver flamed out. Bevin was okay. These D tackles, they look good, but they're ass. Everybody's just kind of old. Got the Miko Ryans. Dunta Robinson, Buchanan, kind of a decent secondary, but no safeties, so it'll definitely be a pretty tricky rebuild here. Everything's on all Madden, all the games. Won't play all of them, but do plan to play a majority, if not the most important ones, including all the playoff games. So we'll go through, set a depth chart. Got a young Owen Daniels here, going to put him in the lineup. He should progress pretty well. Not a really good offensive line. Let's get Babbitt in the lineup. I'm not going to make any outlandish signings like Ty Law's a free agent, 94 overall. Don't really want it to take away from the true essence of a rebuild and also kind of the focal point of Reggie Bush kind of being the main point of this series and this offense and this team. So once we get this set, we will play the first game as we've made it past the preseason here. All right, everything looks good for the lineup. Gonna go with the scheme here now too. We got Gary Kubiak, his first year as a coach. Really good run scheme. Obviously comes from the Mike Shanahan tree, so should have no issues getting the ball to Reggie Bush in space, whether it's running or kind of out of the flat. Let's adjust this here. Definitely want possession receiver focused. Receiving tight end. Obviously pass blocking tackles, run blocking guards. kind of a hybrid center. Power always for the kicker. And hopefully that should generate some decent stats. Not really a fan of the 4-3 here. Going to be a little aggressive, probably play the run a little bit more, try and be a little conservative there. Everything should come together. Doesn't really matter for the safety since they both suck. Don't really expect much from them. Power for the punter. And everything should be good to go for this scheme here. So now let's check out the schedule. And let's start some training camp. All right, we got some mini camp drills here with rookie Reggie Bush. A lot of people forget that these mini camp drills were available in the season or franchise mode of the next gen Maddens. I know it gets a lot of flack for not having a training camp, but this was also a pretty good secondary option. Reggie Bush, couple struggles earlier. It's not all Madden, so trying to get the most points possible to progress them even more. There we go. He's gone. Glenn Earl ain't catching him. I think he's got a 97 speed now. We should try and get that up to a 99. That should be pretty doable by the end of the season. Ugh. I know this drill looks simple, but on all Madden, could be pretty unfair sometimes. It looks like we're just going to get enough to get 7 points here to a locate. There we go. And just as you would expect, if they're an explosive showing here, the main headline on NFL.com is Reggie Bush looking explosive in minicamp, showcasing his speed and agility. Texans rookie Reggie Bush has looked dynamic so far at minicamp, and what should be no surprise, Bush is becoming the focal point of Houston's offense. Let's see how he did in his first game. Jeez, what a terrible rating for Carr. No picks, though. 45 on 4.5 a pop, 10 carries, no fumbles. Gotta get more carries. Maybe something in the receiving game. Wow. Well, great minicamp. Horrible, I guess what you could say, first debut. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing at all. Let's see, maybe he got some returns. No. All right. Let's see if he can improve upon that. Reggie Bush is going to be back in the lab. He's going to be training hard here. He's going to be doing bench press, 40-yard dash, just to be in tip-top shape here. We're also going to be seeing some Andre Johnson training camp results. Not too bad. We should be able to get some points off of this. One of these things about these drills, if you screw up just one rep, you're more than likely going to mess it all up. Not too bad for a running back, though. Get 30. Count it. All right, that should be just enough to get us some points here. Head on over to the 40-yard dash. Now, this is just one slight flick of the stick could screw it up for you. Come on. Oh, yeah, he's in the zone. Oh, he might run a 4-2. Ooh, wow. 4.34, which is actually pretty on par with what he actually ran in real life. I believe his best was a 4.3. And now it's time to see some Andre Johnson training camp results here. This drill's pretty hit or miss. Really depends on how the CPU quarterback throws the ball. See, like, if he just leads me, that's a touchdown. Got him. There we go. Oof. This is like the only... Oh, geez, he just airmails it. It's like the only route you can run to really get open. Consistently, at least. I mean, could be running curls and slants, but, I mean, you'll just get tackled and you won't even get any training results. Oop, got him. I think we already got the point, so it doesn't matter. Run another silly route. Oop, got him. Not too bad. Andre Johnson make him look, Dunta Robinson look pretty silly there. And within his own respect, Dunta Robinson is a pretty good corner. All right. Should easily be able to top Reggie's 30 here. Let's go for 40. Come on. All right, good. Able to build that stamina. That was crucial. If we were losing that quick, there's no way we would get over 30. Look how realistic this game is in the background. You can see right on the field at the 50-yard line. Look at that. The quarterback and I don't know if you saw that. The quarterback and the running back, I would assume, are kind of going through the exchanges over there. Literally, he'll just hand off the ball. Look at this. Look at this. Pan. Maybe you saw it earlier, but man, the amount of detail that was actually in these games is ridiculous. $35. Should have been like 37, but that's all right. And ESPN, another major headline, Andre Johnson torching the first-team defense in training camp, even running with the 2s and 3s. I mean, come on. This offense is primed to be a top offense this year. And with that, let's see the progress from the next game. Ooh, buck 35 on 15. See, I mean, at least 15 carries. I mean, and he's going to go off. That's all we need to give him. Receiving, what did he do? He's got 208 total yards. So, oh, man. Look at that. 73. So, for a second game, 200 scrimmage yards. Yeah, that's a pretty successful day. Especially if you're able to... Ooh, what do we got? The Miko Ryans with the defensive touchdown? It's all coming together. I'm calling it right now. Super Bowl. All right. Calmed him down on the return, but that's okay. With that said, we'll simulate the rest of the preseason, and these are the results. Carson Palmer, Hasselbeck, Brady, Breeze, Garcia, Lossman. That's kind of a surprise with Lossman there. Tuia Saposo. Most touchdowns, Palmer still. Jeff Garcia. Tom Brady. Nothing. Where's his car? Nothing. At least we're not the most sacked, so hopefully that line should hold up a little bit this season. I know he's got, almost had 150 yards one game. We got to be on this list. Top 10. Damn. All right, 247. Only one tub? Sheesh. I guess it was his rookie preseason, so ain't too bad. Ron Dane, look at 24 broken tackles for the Great Dane. He might be the biggest beneficiary of this franchise glitch rebuild here. Wes Welker. Good old Teddy Bruschi. Sacks. We got the most sacks. Kalu. Man, that guy's old. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to see the interceptions. There we go. Damn. 6 for Rodney? Damn. He had to play all the preseason games. That's crazy. Who's got touchdowns? Fumble recoveries. Who's lineman? Who's got tubs? Safeties? No, tubs. D'Amico. Damn, look at the Steelers there. How many freaking touchdowns do they have? Baronis, Hall, Stover. R.I.P. Baronis. All right, he's got to have at least like 2 returns. Not even late, great Devin Hester doesn't have a tubby this preseason. Not even no punt return either. All right. And just like that, folks, that was the end of the preseason. A pretty good camp all around for not only Reggie Bush, but Andre Johnson. Decent preseason for some of the vets. It should be a halfway decent season. It doesn't seem the line is going to be as porous as in seasons past. Possibly some other receiving help in Eric Moulds, Boutier, anybody else that's going to help is really going to be coming later down the road. So we really hope that Reggie Bush can contribute on many levels. Catch us in the next video where Reggie Bush will make his NFL debut against the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just hope he avoids Sheldon Brown.